These are all the books I've bought so far this year, secondhand. All of these books are from the Manchester City Centre Oxfam because it's a treasure trove. So I thought I would show you all what I've been purchasing. I don't usually know a lot about books going into them, so I might not know a lot about these books, but I'm gonna try. We will start with the smallest of the bunch, but not the skinniest. This is The Goblin Emperor by Catherine Addison. Been on my list for a while, don't know too much about it, but I do know it includes goblins and empires, so seems like my vibe. It's also tiny, and it's pocket-sized. Next on my list, completely unread, look at this. Our Wives Under the Sea, which has been on my list forever, and I saw this in Oxfam and I was like, oh, I need it. So this is a psychological thriller, I want to say. Some kind of disturbing thing where this woman's wife goes on a mission into the deep sea and she comes back and she's not quite right. I could chomp that so fast, so I don't know why I haven't. Then I got Cinder, which is a sci-fi fantasy retelling of Cinderella, I think. And for as long as I can remember, I've been collecting these books in charity shops with the intention of reading them, obviously. But I never picked up the first one, so I found her and I stole her. Well, I didn't steal her, I paid for her. I paid £2.99. The Atlas 6. A fantasy that everybody talks about, so I bought it. Dark Academia, Found Family, but it was on my list a while ago. I don't know how old this is, but I feel like during lockdown I wanted to read it. I never bought it, and I found it now. I don't know, it's not very high up on my TBR, but I do want to read it at some point. Next we have Rule of Wolves. I have read all of the Grishaverse except for King of Scars and Rule of Wolves, and I have King of Scars, and I don't have Rule of Wolves. So I bought it in the hopes that it would spur me on to read King of Scars. She's a bit beaten. She's a bit beaten up, but I don't care. I like my books lived in. When I saw this one on the shelf, I was dumbfounded. Caraval. I was surprised because I feel like this is really popular on Book Talk, and I haven't read it. I don't like the spine. I don't like it. But it's been on my list for a while. It's a romantasy, I think. I'm not a big romantasy fan, but if they're done right, I like them. And this could be done right, maybe. Next, we have Masters of Death. I know that Olivia Blake wrote the Atlas 6, and this, I think, is on my Storygraph like lists, but I bought this when I read the blurb. Viola Marek is a struggling estate agent and vampire. And I read that and I was like, you know what? I'm sold. I want to read it. But also look how big it is. It's a paperback, but like, it's so big. It's like the size of a hardback and I'm confused. But I like the cover. I think it's pretty. Spine completely unbroken. I don't know where they're finding these books. It's my first snip of the video. Second to last book is A Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I loved Priory of the Orange Tree, so I feel like I love this. I've heard so many good things, and I've also heard that it's underrated because I don't see that many people talking about it, but it's on my radar. Criminal underworld, scout information by breaking into people's minds. What's not to love? Attacked, drugged, and kidnapped. See? Perfect. Anyway, it just seems right up my street, like an urban fantasy. I got this chunky boy. It's massive. It's bigger than my head. This is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. Now, Susanna Clarke wrote Piranesi, which I enjoyed, although it was significantly smaller than this book. And I like marine-y things. It's about Napoleon, although I don't know how I feel about him. I don't know that much about Napoleon, okay? But it's supposed to be good and I really liked her writing, so I bought it. Although I will probably put this off for ages for very apparent reasons. How many pages is it? Oh, 846. Jesus Christ. I found A History of Pirates, which brings me a lot of joy because I have a little hyperfixation on Pirates of the Caribbean and all things pirates. You can probably see I have like Born Hanged. You can't see it from here, but I do have it. The Pirate's Code, which I have read, which was really good. So I saw this and I had to buy it. So I'm gonna read and learn more about pirates, and also it's got pictures. So who doesn't love a non-fiction book that has pictures? Glorious. Glorious. Robinson Crusoe, my man. I also found Clara and the Sun, which I was so excited about because this has been on my list for a long time. And I feel like it's a dystopian, futuristic, robot-y sci-fi book. Also, I hate this little, what is this? I hate it. Get rid of it. This is gonna be high on my TBR because I'm excited about it and I'm really happy that I found it. I also bought and read, as you can tell, The Hobbit from Vinted because I loved this cover and I needed it. And I really thoroughly enjoyed that. And check my reading wrap up for this month on Shorts if you want to know what I thought, but it was really good and whimsical and cute. So there are all the secondhand books I bought. But I feel that while I've got you here, I could show you the ones I got from Waterstones. I bought Jade City because it has the vibes that I like. I loved Six of Crows. I feel like this will have that kind of like underground. And then I bought these two because I read the first one and I needed to finish it. It was like a drug. I just needed them. And I'm so glad that I bought them and read them because they were so good. Finally, I got The Gilded Cage because I read Prison Healer and it left it on a cliffhanger, so I need to know what happens. And The Bone Ships because, as previously mentioned, I love pirates and ships and things. So this is also high on my TBR because I think I will like it a lot and it's fantasy and I love fantasy. This is my first time making a YouTube video about books that's not a short, so I had a great time. Goodbye.